Hiya Paul, great to meet up with you both and do a little bit more work on your game. Just a quick recap as promised of the key points that we covered. With Bobby, what we want to see is a setup where both feet are turned out at address. And the reason for this is both stability during the swing and injury prevention going forward, which is really important when you're dealing with children. So first thing we need to do is make sure that both feet are turned out. We use the terminology of having duck feet. It's really important for stability, as I say, and also helps with sort of knee injuries, hip injuries, etc. going forward. The other thing we saw with Bobby was that whilst the backswing was progressing nicely, the handle was back a little bit at address, but then there's a little bit of a nudge forward as he starts his swing. Lovely extension in the backswing. But in the through swing, again, we see the feet spinning, we see the knee hyperextending, sagging, and the arms are a little bit out of control. So we need to add a little bit of organisation to that by simply hitting balls and stopping a little bit quicker. So we've got the feet turned out, we've got the same backswing. On the way through now, the feet don't spin as much. The left knee doesn't hyperextend quite as fast. And the through swing with the arms is starting to look a little bit more organised and less of a flail on the way through. It does have, on occasion, the appearance that Bobby's just throwing the arms at it. On this one, it doesn't. The arms come through nicely into a balanced finish. On this one, the arms are sort of coming through in an uncontrollable manner, a little bit disorganised as we come through, club potentially bouncing off the back of his neck, and again doesn't sort of doesn't help for long-term consistency. So just tidying up the finish by stopping a little bit quicker. With yourself, the big problem is in regards to the fade or the overfade, that the club attacks the ball well from the outside. So even though you're closing the stance off, we're seeing that the club approaches the ball way too much from the outside. There's too much rotation early in the swing. The arms get thrown away from you, and then the club is swinging in very much from out to in. Now with that sort of path, depending what you do with the club face will depend on what shot you get. If your club face points left, square to the path, you'll pull it. If your club face is anything to the right of your path, so square to target or open to target, you'll hit a big cut. So a realistic goal for you is to reduce the amount that you hit across the golf ball. We've got the golf box down there at the side of the ball, just to prevent the severe out to in. We just take that back a little bit. You can see where you're attacking the golf ball from now, as opposed to before. I'll just take you back to the start of the white line. Less from the outside, that means any discrepancy in your club face will result in less of a miss. Good luck with it. I look forward to working with you again soon.